it's gonna be a good one. What's up guys, welcome back to another episode. Super excited to have you guys back. It has been a while. I haven't been physically in front of the camera. You've mostly just heard my voice in the last 2 to 3 weeks. So super excited to be back. Now today is going to be a top 5 underrated superheroes. Now this is only my opinion, so keep that in mind. If you do have someone else that you can think of, then let me know down in the comment section. As well as in this video, I'm just going to touch on them. I'm not going to go into their backstory. I'm not going to give an origin on them. Otherwise we're going to sit here till next week Friday or till the new video comes out. Nobody wants that. But anyway, so let me know down in the comment section in this list of 5 who you would like to have an origin story on, or who you would like to know more about, and I'll let you guys know. I'll do a video on that. So let's jump right into this. So coming up at number 1 is Vic Sage, also known as The Question. Now this is pretty much like a wannabe Batman, if I can put it this way. Now he does not have a face, as you can see, but this is all just a trick. So he's actually wearing a mask. He is not born without a face. So he pretty much, the mask is kept onto his face with his utility belt that he always wears with him, and he's also a super good detective. So that's why I say he's pretty much like wannabe Batman. And we see in a couple of comics, especially in the animated series, the Justice League animated series, where the Justice League calls him in to help them on their missions as well, because he is brilliant in what he does. Now coming in at number 2 is Plastic Man, also known as Patrick O'Neil. That is his real name. Now Plastic Man is pretty much the Mr. Fantastic from DC. He pretty much has the same abilities. He is very like stretchy, elastic, and this makes him great in what he does. Now what you need to know about him as well is he's got super healing powers as well. He can shapeshift into nearly anything. That's what helps him when he needs to fight crime. I mean, he can turn into a couch, literally like a chameleon. He can shapeshift the colors as well. So he can turn into everything that he needs to be at the moment while he's taking on anyone he needs to take on. Now, Plastic Man is also part of the Avengers, and I love in the Injustice number 2 in that series, we see more of Plastic Man. They give him a little bit more credit, and that's what I love about him, is the fact that in all of the series or all of the comics, we don't really see him as a valuable superhero, but definitely Plastic Man is a force to be reckoned with. Now he's also been working with Batman as well, and like I've said, he's been part of the Justice League. It's just, I really hope that we get like a movie from him, even though like the DCMU is just messing up all around. I'm so angry about Henry Cavill. That's another video for another time. But hopefully, if they go in the route of Shazam, which is a lighter movie, hopefully we get to see something like this. Now coming in at number 3 is Animal Man, also known as Bernie Baker. He is one of my favorite characters. So a while back, I'm talking like 4 or 5 years ago, I went into this comic shop and they had a couple of figurines on sale, and there was an Animal Man figurine on sale for like 35 Rand. And I was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. So if you have watched like some of the Netflix movies that's out, like Daredevil, all those kind of things, the Vixen that we've seen like an animated series on Netflix or on well, just on TV, they pretty much have the same power. So they have the ability to adapt any animal's powers. So this is very similar to the Teen Titans Beast Boy. The only difference is he doesn't physically turn into the animal, but he gets and absorbs their powers, if I can put it that way. So he can fly in an instant, he can breathe underwater. So he's basically a lamer Aquaman, if I can put it that way. But he still has awesome powers. He can fly, he has super strength, he has agility like no one else, because there's a whole animal kingdom that he can just adapt into and absorb their powers. So coming in at number 4 is Deadman, and we see him very little. We don't see him a lot in the DC animated series, but Deadman is a very cool character, and he's so powerful because he can go into your body, because he's dead, hence Deadman. but he can go into your body and he can overtake your body, your power, and he can control you for as long as he is inside of you. So we've seen in a lot of comics as well where he literally takes over who he needs to fight, and that's essentially how he wins these battles. But there's so much more to Deadman. My main thing is I hope that in the future comics to come, in more animated series that we get, is that we get to see more of Deadman, because he can essentially be the Justice League if he wants to be. So coming in at number 5 is the Shining Knight, also known as Sir Justin. Now he played off in the same time as King Arthur way back in the day, so he's pretty much like the knight in shining armor. He always comes to the rescue. Now one of his best friends that we see in the Justice League is a guy called Vigilante. Now Vigilante is essentially the Shining Knight just in a modern time. Now we see Vigilante also part of the Justice League. Now this is not the original 7, let me put it that way. So original 7 we have Batman, Flash, we've got Superman, Wonder Woman, we've got all the big names, but Justice League essentially grows and they get all these superheroes to help them save the world. Now this is where Vigilante and the Shining Knight comes into play, is they are essentially the same type of people. They don't really have superpowers. The only difference is the Shining Knight is on a Pegasus, a flying horse, and the Vigilante uses guns and he's on a motorcycle. So essentially they are the same people, and they pretty much, if they go into battle, you always see them together. So guys, that is it from my side. It has been a time, or a minute, or a while, but I'm super excited to have you guys back. I'm super excited to be back in front of the camera. Now, please let me know in the comment section who you'd like to know more about, who you would like to have a origin story on, and I can go deeper into that. Guys, on my side, if you're new here and you made it this far, just hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button. We drop 3 videos every single week. We failed last week, it was the first time we tried to do it and we failed. I'm super sorry, but this week we are going for 3. So until then guys, I will see you tomorrow. Peace!